Arham, 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 Arham.
Om Aram, everyone. My name is Rajeev, and I extend my warm welcome to everyone who has joined today's unique presentation on meditation and spiritual art. Before we begin, Jain nuns who are based in London, Dr. Samani Pratibha Pragyaji and Samani Swan Pragyaji, are unable to join us today to bestow their blessings. However, we are immensely grateful for Shamani Punya Pragyaji, who is currently based in Houston, USA, to recite auspicious prayers before we begin the presentation.
Namo Harihantanam Namo Siddhanam Namo Ayariya Namo Uvajjhaya Namo Namo Arihantanam Eso Pancha Namakara Sab Pav Pranasanu Mangalanam Cha Sing Padhamam Havai Mangalam Padhamam Havai Mangalam Arihant Mangal Siddh Prabhu Mangal Sadhu Jana Mangal Jin Dharma Mangal Arihant Uttam Siddh Prabhu Uttam Sadhu Jana Uttam Jin Dharma Uttam Arihant Sharanam Siddha Prabhu Sharanam Sadhu Jana Sharanam Jin Dharma Sharanam Arahante Saranam Pavajjami Siddhe Saranam Pavajjami साहु शरण पवज्जामि केवली पन्नतं धम्मं शरणं पवज्जामि मङ्गलं भगवान् वीरो मङ्गलं गौतमगणी मङ्गलं स्थूली भद्राद्या जैनधर्मोऽस्तु मङ्गलम् जैनधर्मोऽस्तु मङ्गलम् सर्वधर्मोऽस्तु मङ्गलम्
Kritagyoasmi Vandami, hum sab aapke aabhari hai. Thank you very much for making the time to join us all the way from Houston in USA. Om Arham. The event today will be depicting digital images created by Jatin Shah. I have known Jatin for over 20 years, and in a nutshell, I can call him a superman. In spite of being physically challenged since childhood, nothing has stopped Jatin from achieving his dreams. He has wholeheartedly and selflessly been serving the community through his volunteering services at Northwick Park Hospital. Jatin was fortunate to come across respected Swamijis, who are Jain nuns, who taught him Praksha meditation. Over the years, Jatin has adapted Praksha meditation to suit his needs of managing pain. Many of the images today are a result of his self-discovery through Jain philosophy and the power of colors. Now, I request you all to forget about everything else and be in the present moment. Enjoy the blissful images and meditative music by Derek Foster, who is a dear friend of Jatin. Derek has customized the sounds from the vibraphone to sound like the Gant bell, which is in the Jain temples. This is a unique fusion of Eastern philosophy and images with Western music. Sit back and immerse yourself in a world of spiritual colors and sounds.
G.
Now, can I please request everyone to close their eyes and for a few moments contemplate on your experience. Once again, Jatin Bhai, thanks a lot for presenting and for producing such an inspirational and impactful piece of work. Can I please request you to say a few words?
Gurudev ko vandan, respected Shamniji's ko vandan, Jain Vishwa Bharati family ko pranam, a very warm welcome to all my family and friends. I hope you've enjoyed watching my spiritual artwork inspired by my meditation and visualization. My utmost gratitude to all the Shamnis who have taught me and guided me through the various stages of Preksha Dhyan, of meditation. I dedicate my artwork to all the Samnis as well as our late Sayarji, whose family made it possible for respected Shamnis to be with us here in London. I am truly grateful to JVB London for hosting today's event. A big thank you to Rajeev Shah for coordinating today's event as well as compiling the video. A big thank you to Derek Foster for creating meditative sounds, including temple bells, in very soothing tones on his vibraphone. Om Arham.
Umar Jatin Bhai, thank you very much for your kind words. We'll have a couple of minutes now for question and answers. I'm sure everyone will agree that the images were stunning. However, there are a few that were particularly intriguing. Jatin Bhai, can I kindly request you to explain the essence and inspiration behind some of those images? Let me project some of them. And if you could explain this picture came on pretty early in the presentation itself.
Okay, just one second.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, so this is now, this is an expression of bright, illuminating, very auspicious colors of Lacia, which have very, very positive energy. As our meditation increases, the visualization of bright colors intensifies, which creates a very positive aura. Energetic bright colors have really helped me suppress my pain and also my negative emotions. This is an illustration of how bright colors look visually pleasing to the eye against dull colors.
Amazing. Another one with very interesting colors, I would say.
Okay, so here are two different photographs I took at different places. The temple at Oswald Center, Potter's Bar, was captured early one morning. The sunset was captured on the south coast in Mombasa a few years ago. When both the photographs are fused, the colors of the sunset gleaming over the sandstone exterior of the temple radiates a rich golden glow, which attracts the worshippers towards the temple.
Amazing. And suddenly the entire scene seems so surreal. It looks straight out of a heaven picture.
Just to add, with my disability and being in a wheelchair, a lot of places are not very wheelchair friendly or very wheelchair accessible. I see images of them, but then I create those images, those places during my meditation, in my visualization, and I bring the places which I cannot access very easily to me. So nothing stops me. I am there, yet I'm not there.
Great. That's
Okay,
an
so this
amazing experience.
This is the next image.
Yes.
Okay, so again, here I took several photographs in Kew Gardens in the Water Lily House and layered them to show the abstract leaves and the lily flower emerging from the muddy, murky waters, yet the beauty of the flower is so magnificent, so vibrant, and it looks so beautiful.
Amazing. Indeed, it does. How about this one?
Okay, let me just get that image up. Okay, so here I kind of took myself on a journey just to see what it would be like a couple of thousand years ago. Just imagine some visual images. Here we all know Bhagwan Mahavira spent 12.5 years pursuing a life of hard penance to drive away his basic attachments. He practiced complete silence and meditation to conquer his desires. The flora that surrounded him didn't affect his state of deep silence and meditation. And this is just my interpretation of my visualization of being with Bhagwan Mahavir during that time.
Wow, this one is definitely going to be my desktop wallpaper now. On the, a very nice picture indeed. How about this one? Is this, let me guess, has this something to do with Krishna?
Yes. In fact, it has. So basically, this is a photograph of the statue of a musician playing an instrument, which I took in the Tate Modern. And just like meditation, I find listening to the sounds of the flute, very, very therapeutic. And as we all know, the instrument is often shown as being played by gods, or it symbolizes the God's voice.
Very nice. This is an interesting one again. Would like to know, where did you manage to get this picture?
So it's all created. There's just one little lit candle which I photographed on a brick wall, and then I just kept multiplying the images. So basically here, so this is my vision of Deepavali. My illustration of Deepavali, sitting in silence, reciting Bhagwan Mahavir's job, and reflecting on the three jewels, which is Samyak Darshan, which is the right faith, Samyak Gyan, which is the right knowledge, and Samyak Charitra, which is the right conduct. And many years ago, when we had Saya Center, every Diwali day, the whole family would go there. We would recite Mahavir Bhagwan's job and stay there till just after midnight, when we would recite Gautam Swami's job. But now, because we do it at home, and Deepavali has a very, very significant, meaning in our Jain philosophy.
Indeed. This was also an intriguing picture. We observed that it appeared in multiple frames in different shapes and forms.
Yes. So this photograph was taken at Oshawa Center in Potter's Bar in daylight of the marble statue of Mata Marudevi traveling on an elephant's back. Now, I've recreated this image showing the night scene, and I'm simply paying homage to Mata Marudevi for giving birth to Bhagwan Rishabdev, the first Jain Tirthankar of the 24 we worship.
Very nice rendition, I would say. Would you like to speak about this one?
Yeah, I just get the, yes. So this was my very, very first pilgrimage of my life to India in my wheelchair. And I photographed the carvings during my yatra in 2011. I took photos from different angles, but of the same subject. And then I fused all the 5 photos, laid them in such a way to create a fusion, but keeping the face of Bhagwan as staying very prominent.
Yes, and in the end, it appears to be like one piece, to be honest, rather than...
There are so many faces in profile, but Bhagwan is there looking at us.
Amazing, amazing. This is also fairly an intriguing one. It looks like a fusion of multiple things, isn't it?
Yeah, so I took the photograph of St. Paul's Cathedral with the Millennium Bridge on the South Bank on a beautiful summer's day. The sun was just setting down. And then when I when we approached the St. Paul's Cathedral, you look around and you see people from all faiths coming to the St. Paul's Cathedral. And then I thought, well, we have Potter's Bar. So basically here I'm depicting the multi-faith culture we are living in harmony, and showing that both these places of worship are built to last for generations.
Amazing. And finally, this one.
Okay. Okay, so this is the interior of the temple at Oshawa Center, which I photographed with permission when the temple was made wheelchair accessible a few years ago. Now, prior to that, I had never set foot inside a temple. Here, I repainted the white marble carvings, the interiors with a very calming shade of blue to give it a sense of depth and 3-dimension. The Trigro shown in the corner is the centerpiece when performing any puja. And on my 50th birthday, I was given the opportunity to perform a Snatra Puja in the presence of respected Shamni Dr. Pratibha Pragyaji and respected Shamni Punya Pragyaji, together with my family, my friends, and musicians. And this is a memory I will treasure forever.
Gives a lot of meaning to that picture. Thank you. That gives a lot of perspective. Thank you. Thanks a lot for that. I've got a couple of more questions. Cognizant of time, I know we have already passed the hour, but would you mind if I ask a few questions that have come by?
I'll try and answer.
Okay. So one of the questions that one of our listeners today have asked is, can you please explain how faith and power of color helps for pain relief?
Without faith, there's nothing. In fact, when I was in a lot of pain, I was in excruciating pain, I can say. And then I'd almost kind of given up, what is the point of living? And then I was very, very fortunate enough to be introduced to Shamniji. And at that time, we had Shamni Pratibha Pragyaji and Jinna Pragyaji. So I'm going back 20 years ago. And I went to visit them. And I said to them, I said, the top neurosurgeons are unable to help me with my pain. What is it that you can do? And the first thing they said to me was, Jatin Bhai, have faith. That 2 words was the complete changing point in my life. After that, I started my practice of Prakshidhyan with them, and they taught me all the sort of powers of all the different colors. So my pain in my lower back, so I released these very energetic colors from the base of my spine, and they travel up to the spine, to the back of my neck, and I spread them. And these intense colors have completely helped me suppress my pain. And for the last 20 years, I have not put a single painkiller in my mouth. It's the colors, the power of colors that I use to suppress my pain.
Amazing. Indeed amazing and inspiring, I would say, Jatin bhai. Another question.
At Jain Vishwabharati, we have the presence of the Swamijis, and I'm sure the Swamijis, anybody willing to try meditation with the Swamijis, they will be more than happy to guide them. And after the lockdown, I'm sure, because pain is something that people say I can take 10 paracetamols a day and control my pain. Really, is that the way? Because on the flip side, the quality of life is not there. You're kind of in a dream world, thinking that the pain has gone away. As soon as the painkiller starts to subside, the pain comes back on again. And then you start that cycle again. Here, the pain has gone. Meditation is a way, but meditating with complete faith.
Amazing, amazing. And indeed, we do have, by blessings of Samniji, an Navgrah meditation, and she does it every morning, 6 in the morning. And along with the colors of all the chakras. So that is definitely therapeutical and really mesmerizing, I would say. Okay.
I've been very, very lucky. So since the time of Chinna Pragyaji and Shamni, who is now Shamni Dr. Pratibha Pragyaji, and all the Shamnijis that have come to UK, and I have worked very, very closely with them and discussed all the different stages of my progression with the meditation. And every single Shamniji has been behind this and have really helped me so much. I owe everything to them and them being in this country.
Amazing. Absolutely. I mean, I would definitely concur with that. The feeling that you have shared is, I'm sure, is something that a lot of people on this forum would agree and would be feeling the same, I'm sure.
Just one thing. This is why I dedicate my artwork to Sayarji. She was the matriarch of the family, and that family made it possible for Shamnijis to be present in London. And today we remember Sayarji always at every event with a smiling face, and she just had love to spread to everyone.
Indeed, a blessing to have people around, so that enabled Samniji to be around us so far from home, and yet to make us feel pretty close to whom, I would say. At this point, if you'd allow another question, how and when did you get this photography done? Was it over just a couple of years, or has it been spread across many years, and are you still doing it?
Yeah, so basically, it is spread over a few years, but as I told you, in my meditation, I do a lot of visualization. I create images in my mind. I create places in my mind. I see the beauty that surrounds us, which I create in my own mind. So then I thought, well, I can see it in my mind. I can visualize what I want to see. Let me start putting this on in form of art. So this is when I started my digital artwork. I take all my own photographs. As I said, beauty sort of that surrounds us really inspires me. So I take photographs and then I start manipulating and playing around with the photographs and creating, different images. still always kind of keeping within the confines of my spirituality, and always as and when bringing the image of Bhagwan there, just as a reminder, I need to stay sort of level-headed and keep my one foot on the ground and continue my path.
No, absolutely. This has been an amazing journey, I would say, Jatin bhai, and your work speaks for itself.
A big thank you to Jain Vishwabharati London. A big thank you to Rajeev Shah, who has, I've known Rajeev for so many years. We've done many projects together. He believes in me, and somehow my work has inspired him. He says, I can see your work. How can we get the world to see your work? So this is how we came to do this. And very good friend of mine, Derek, who is a musician, whose music I admire. He is not Jain by birth, but the qualities that he possesses, it truly makes him a Jain. And he's been to many of the temples. He came on the Jatra with us to help me in my wheelchair through the Jatra. And somehow he's remembered those sounds of the temple bells that were ringing in the distance and resonating in the distance. Even at Oshal Center, he once came and he created some sounds of temple bells ringing during the Aarti time on his vibraphone. And here he's joined us, which makes this event a very kind of fusion of East and West. And I'm so grateful to Derek for just creating this music as it inspired him, or as my images inspired him. And thank you very much, Shubhamji, for your kind words and allowing to share my work through Jain Vishwabharati London. And thank you to everyone that's joining. In fact, my phone is inundated with messages from people who are not able to log on to Zoom because I think it's reached its capacity. And a lot of people have then tried to say, we are now trying through YouTube, but we've missed a lot of it. So will we be able to see it again? But I'm sure they will.
It will be available on YouTube, Jatin. So I'm sure we'll send the link to everyone.
Yes. And Rajeev, thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure, Jatin. It's been great.
Amazing. Sorry. Okay. At this point, if you'd allow, we'd like to share a few information about JVB London. If any of the participants would like to know more about JVB London, please feel free to visit our website, jvblondon.org. Everyone can subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/c/jvblondon, which has all the inspiring videos and programs that JVB London produces, along with this one as well. We are streaming it live on YouTube, and it gets stored there for everyone to watch later. If anyone would be kind enough to make a donation, you can please Google JVB London Total Giving, and you'll get a link to the donations. If anyone would like to get registered for getting notifications of our regular programs through email or WhatsApp, please feel free to write down an email to us on jvblondon@jvblondon.org. At this point, once again, my sincere thanks on behalf of entire JVB London to Jatin Bhai, to Derek Bhai, for creating this wonderful fusion of meditation and art. And thanks to everyone for making time on this Sunday morning to watch this masterpiece. Over to you, Rajeev Bhai.
अरे हम 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 अरे हम